So when you honor the natural process, it can't help but bring a lucrative end. That's a law of nature, and we're connected to nature. Your level of consciousness determines the seeds you plant. Now, you got to think about that, so I'm going to say it again. Your level of consciousness determines the seeds you plant. So if your consciousness is heavy loaded with, I'm not worthy, I can't ask for what I'm worth, I don't have the right understanding or knowledge, you number one, you won't have any plant. But, you know, if your consciousness determines the plants you seed, sometimes a person's consciousness is awfully low. So the consciousness could be, they're a marksman, an assassin. That's the seed they're sowing. They're sowing seeds of perverted sexual activities. They're sowing seeds of discord in the school system, feeding the children energetically information that is not healthy. So it depends on your level of clarity and consciousness. And it's unfortunately succeeding is pretty much permeated everything you touch. So do a check into your own level of consciousness. It is the year to expand your consciousness. So if you don't like what you're seeing and you don't like what you're reaping in your life so far, it's simply because of your level of consciousness and nothing else. It's not because your mother hated you. It's not because your father abandoned you. It's nothing like that. It's all about you and changing your consciousness. So it is definitely the year to reseed yourself. I can't be explicit enough about that. Okay. It is evident that the first dawning of consciousness is the beginning of the states of consciousness. So I think really what I'm saying to you this year, it's time to be conscious. Just whack yourself around a little bit so the consciousness comes. Without the initial coming to consciousness, man is merely an animal plus reason and actually cannot experience further states of consciousness. This is the animalistic, people you see that can terrorize one another, can torture one another. There is actually no state of consciousness there. So that's not you. You wouldn't be listening to this if that was you. But if you still have a belief that, something in your consciousness is low, well, fix it. Because the galactic material is here now for you. Now, to do this, it will be very helpful if you stay present. If you move out of the present, if you go back to your childhood, or you fast forward to how am I going to survive next month, you won't be able to adjust your own state of consciousness. So the state of consciousness can only be experienced by a person who has become conscious by absolute presence. So you need to stay right here. Understand that we are this galactic activation portal invites you to enter gateways of consciousness where the seeds you sow can flourish beyond your wildest beliefs. And it's kind of like take an inventory, write a note. Where are you between today and tomorrow? Because I'm going to be harping on this next year at the same time, same station, to say, okay, what seeds have grown? And we're going to do seed reality checks throughout the year. You have such an opportunity this year to integrate the galactic code of light into your genetic code of life. And this will actually change your DNA. So step into the portal with me. We can do this. Bye.